Hello, welcome to Polyphonic Press. My name is Jeremy Boyd, and today I'm going to be reviewing the new album by Billy Bragg, entitled Tooth and Nail. Here we go. Billy Bragg is a British singer-songwriter born in 1957 in London suburb. In 1977, he formed the punk band Riff Raff, and although they released several singles, ultimately broke up in 1980. Bragg released his solo debut album in 1983 and since then has been very prolific in the folk rock scene. And this is his 16th solo album and it's called Tooth and Nail. And this album starts off with a song called January Song, and it's very much an acoustic, sort of jazzy kind of song. The instruments are very minimal in this one, with just an acoustic guitar, an upright bass, and just a little bit of percussion. It's very much a folk song, and this is definitely a folk album, and the instruments throughout the whole record are very minimal as well. The reason for that is that it lets the music breathe and it lets the vocal performance be the main focus of the song. A lot of the time, music can be kind of overwhelming with being very huge and bombastic, but sometimes it's nice to sit back and listen to something that's really easy to listen to. The song Handyman Blues is just that, just a really great blues song. It has some very nice slide guitar work and it's just a very honest approach to the blues. The subject matter of the song is about how he'll never be a handyman, how he'll never be able to, do odd jobs around the house or anything like that. And he's sort of coming to terms with that fact, and I think it's a very honest song, and it just kind of proves that you can really write a song about anything, just as long as you come by it honestly. The song Swallow My Pride is really the first time you hear an electric guitar on the album. It blends in really nicely with the heavy tremolo and just playing these little lines underneath the vocal melody. Again, it's very subtle, but to me that's what really draws you in, and it kind of makes the song and kind of holds your attention. It seems as though this song is about an on-again, off-again relationship and how he's made mistakes in the past, and he's sort of ready to redeem himself and sort of to go back to the woman that he loves. Although I'm not entirely sure, because the lyrics don't really get into specifics. It really is more or less left open to interpretation. The song There Will Be a Reckoning changes the pace of the album somewhat. It's a little bit faster than the rest of the songs on the album. It's a little more rock driven, although it's by no means a hard rock song at all. It does, however, have slightly heavier guitars, which really emphasize the fact that the song is about how screwed up the world is. It's about how corrupt politicians can be and how Billy Bragg kind of sees the world, but it's also a very optimistic song, and I think it's sort of about how these people are in power now and they may be doing some corrupt things. They won't always be there, and eventually they'll be found out and brought to justice. The album ends with the song Tomorrow's Going to Be a Better Day, which I think is a perfect end to the album. Although some of the songs on this album can be kind of gloomy and down, the album really does end on a positive note. It's sort of seeing the future for what it can be and kind of, giving a glimpse of optimism towards the end. Instead of dwelling in the present, you're sort of looking towards the future, looking to how much better things are going to be. And the fact that it's just him with a guitar and an upright bass just for a little bit of emphasis really drives that point home, so that you only really focus on the lyrics and the message of the song, rather than being overwhelmed with a lot of instruments or noises or anything like that. The production on this album is really well done. It's pretty straightforward. These songs don't really need to be really heavily produced or anything like that. All you really need to do is set up the microphones and go. I think this is a really beautifully written album. It's really becoming one of my favorites of the year, and I think it's definitely worth checking out. There's really not much bad I can say about it, so I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. So anyway, that's what I thought about the album. Let me know what you guys think in the comments or with the video response. If you'd like to suggest an album for me to review, please leave that in the comments as well, and I'll see you next time. Take it easy.